Okay, just a quick recap. Yesterday I had the Buffalo Sabres to win. I wanted them to drop Montreal to 3-5, and that 35 missed, and Montreal equals 35. Like that's a smash number. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that. Usually that number comes through. And then for the Ravens game, I had Ravens off the Astrology, no decode, and it came through. So I'm really happy about that because I wanted to improve my money line with Astrology, and I think that's the second NFL game I've called in a row, money line in Astrology. So really happy about that. And so I just want to mention that I do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/plain decoded. And that's just to support me if you like what I'm doing and to get access to my Discord. Um, just whatever tier right now, like I said, like the second tier can get in, but like if you support me on the lowest tier, I'll probably let you in anyways. Just message me in there once you sign up, and I'll send you the link to the Discord. And so, yeah, I'm going to just show you something here that I saw earlier in the season, and that's when uh, on the September 20th, um, they announced that this Dodger had died, Maury Wills. And at the time, I was thinking maybe this is for the Dodgers, but when the Dodgers were knocked out, I went back and I revisited this, and I really liked what I saw, and that's why I thought Phillies would make it to the World Series. In my own opinion, I never expressed it on my website or on my YouTube. But so if you include the date he died, if you include the end date, he died 11 months and 18 days after his uh, birthday, and then it was announced on the 20th, and so on that day everybody found out he died. And so that's 11 months and 18 days. And then look at the score of this game, uh, the same day. So the Phillies lost to the Blue Jays 18-11. Like, what a coincidence that, like, it's exactly like that, right? So I really was liking the Phillies when I saw that. And then obviously everyone knows this one, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania equals 118 in full reduction. So I really like the Phillies to win the World Series. All right, so now let's get today's game. And so it starts at 5:03 local, October 28th, 2022. And then what I see is that, okay, so the favorite, and Houston is a pretty big favorites. Um, let's see what they're right now, 165. So it's a comfortable favorite, and they're at home. Okay, so the first house has Aries in it, ruled by Mars, and the 10th house has Capricorn in it, ruled by Saturn, and then the dog has Libra in it, ruled by Venus, and the fourth house has the moon in it, or has Cancer in it, ruled by the moon, but you can't use the moon, so you use the dispositor of the moon. So the moon is in Sagittarius, and the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. So the fourth house will be Jupiter. Okay, so as a snapshot, what I see here is that the strongest thing is the moon right here is going to be aspecting Venus. It's hard to see here. Let me hide the aspect lines. So it's going to be sextiling Venus. And so here's Venus, and it's the antitia of Venus, right? And then, so the moon is at 20 degrees and 51 minutes, and then Venus is at 22 degrees and 59 minutes. So an average MLB game goes 3 hours and 30 minutes around, and near the end of the game, that will go exact. So that's a really good indication for the Phillies to win. Um, Also, uh, the moon will be opposing the part of fortune. I don't have it on right now, so let me redraw. So um, this moon right here and this part of fortune will be opposed. It'll actually be opposed twice. So I have my notes. I'll go to my notes. So the moon right here at 6:34, the the moon will oppose the part of fortune. And that's a really strong sign for the dog as well. All these, so I'll go slow here. So right here at 512. So in the first inning, there could be a score for the Astros if the top of the inning goes really fast, right? So it would have to go super fast. And then 512, the Lord 1, the Antisha of Lord 1 will be right on the IC, and that's favoring the favorite. But most likely the Phillies will still be up, so that would mean that the Phillies won't get a score. And then at 531, the Antisha of the Moon will be on the MC, and that's for the favorites as well. So as you can see here, right at 534, then Lord 4 is trying the APOF, and that's for the dog. So if the Phillies go down like really quickly, the Astros could score. I'm thinking that the under for the first inning is probably going to be okay. Um, the under on runs, and then all these are potential scoring plays, right? But when you have two times together and you have the fave and the dog like close together, so like at 531, the A moon is on the MC, that favors the favorite. But right after that, it's 534 and Lord 4 is trying the APOF. That can exit out. Um, so there's a good thing for the favorite, but then right after that, there's something good for the dog, so that can X out a scoring play, right? So then at 607, the APOF is on the IC, that's for the dog, and there's nothing stopping that. So except for at 627. So there could be a scoring play at 607, and now you just have to time it right. Okay, so if they're up to bat, if the dog is up to bat at 6:0, like say that just up at 6, right? That 607 is coming. It's going to come right in the middle of the bat. So that's good. If it's too close, it's not good, and if it's too far away, it's not good. But if it's like right down in the center, it's good. So you could potentially get a scoring play there. Um, I don't know what inning that would be. It depends on like how long they all go. And if it's not during an inning they're up to bat, you can't use it. Okay, so then at 6:34, the sun will set, and then so the part of spirit is now the part of fortune. And I discussed that in my last video, how I figured that out. Um, and that's going to be really beneficial going forward. So at 6:34, the moon opposes the part of fortune, and that's really strong for the dog to win because the part of fortune is the most important thing. And then it does it again later. At 7:24, the moon opposes the A spirit. So the spirit is now the part of fortune, and that favors the dog as well. And then right near the end of the game at 8:33, uh, the Antisha of Venus is conjunct the MC, and that's really good for the dog as well. And then, but just before that is when the moon applies to the at 8:20 is when the moon goes exact to the Antisha of Venus. So that's really strong for the dog. So I'm liking Philly to win this game. I think it should be a really like tight game, really probably exciting game. And when you see, if you want to pause this video and like note down these times, um, and just like remember um, what I said about like they could be X'd out, right? When there's two things close together and they're the opposites, like a dog and a favorite have a, a aspect that benefits them both, and they probably won't either score. So let me just put that so you can see that because Lord 7. Oh wait, that's for the dog. So actually, the dog could score here. Sorry, this is a good chance for the dog. So right around 7:24, 7:23, that's a really good chance for the dog if they're up. I would like that. But this is mostly about the money line, so I think that the Phillies take this game, and uh, the under for the first inning looks good as long as the Phillies don't go down like bam, bam, bam. But I don't think they will. And then yeah, just you can watch these times. and I'll be doing so if I can watch the game live. Hopefully, I can. I got a lot of important stuff going on right now, but yeah, that's my video for today, and let's go Phillies.